Welcome back. So how are we going to build this from scratch based on what we've learned so far? Well, we're going to use Bootstrap for this because we just learned it. And I actually gave you some starter files attached to the last lesson. If we take a look, that's right, we had a header image, we had an index HTML file, and then a style.css file. So you can open these. Make sure they're all in the same folder. I called mine startup with an exclamation mark because this is an exciting project. And in our case, we'll use Sublime Text, which should have something like this. So we have our index.html file, our style.css, and then our header image. Now I filled in a few things for you just to get us started. Nothing too crazy though, don't worry. One is we've used some Google fonts so that we can use this Montserrat font, which I think is kind of nice from the Google fonts. And we enable that in our style sheet by saying body and HTML. I want to make sure that the font family has this setting. If not, we'll use sans serif. I've also set width and height for 100%. That's always something good to have to make sure that the body and HTML cover 100% of whatever we see on the screen. Next, we have our Bootstrap CSS from a CDN, or a content delivery network. And the reason I've added this here is that so you don't have to actually include a Bootstrap file yourself. If I actually go to the Bootstrap page and I go to Quick Start, you'll see that right here, we can just copy and paste this, just like here, with the Bootstrap CSS file. So that way, right away, as soon as we copy and paste this line, we have Bootstrap available to us. Now, notice here how we have versions of Bootstrap. In this case, it's 4.3.1. Now, this number, as the time passes, is going to get bigger and bigger because Bootstrap is a constantly evolving library as developers make updates. But as long as you use a number higher than this, everything in this project should work. Like I said, most of the time, no matter when you're watching this video, as long as you copy this or you use my starter files, everything should work. And then finally, we have our style sheet. Nothing new here, right? Because we've already seen this before. We have our style.css file, and our style file just has this for now. We also have our header image, which, again, is a nice little laptop image for our startup landing page. Now, this is the website over here that is completely blank because we have nothing in the body. So let's just have a header one that says, hello, right here. Save it and refresh. Look at that. We have hello. Now, notice here how fast I did that. I just pressed Command R on my laptop, which is a Mac. If you have Windows, it's Control R to refresh the web page. And you notice here that the font is being applied once again because we have our font family CSS set. So there's our page, our setup, and there is what we want to get to. Now, if you want, you can go off on your own and try to attempt to build this from scratch yourself. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video to actually get our page to look a little bit more like this and less like this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.